Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alana and I live in my 2006 Honda Accord. If you're curious about how I do that, I will link my car tour here in the cards. But in this video, I want to answer one of my most commonly asked questions, and that is, how do I deal with the hot and cold weather while living in my car? Now, to be honest, the main way that I deal with different temperatures is just by traveling with the seasons. So in the summertime, I spend time up north in like Montana, Colorado, areas like that. And then in the wintertime, I will drive back down south, and sometimes I have gone abroad in winters past. This winter I am not. This will be my first winter in my car, so stay tuned for vlogs about that. But in this video, I want to give you guys more of the tips and things that I've seen other people doing and things that I have in mind to possibly do in the future to help deal with the extreme temperatures. So starting with the hot weather, since that is what we are currently dealing with, the number one thing is making sure that your car is cool when you go to park at night. So try to park in the shade during the day so that your car doesn't get too hot. And if you do have to park in the sun, make sure that you roll your windows down, let it air out, blast the AC, however long you need to in order to get that hot, stale air out, and so that it's more comfortable to sleep in the car. Next most important is having some sort of window coverings to keep the sun out and reflect the heat away. I made my own window coverings, which you can see in the video in the cards here, but I also know that the brand WeatherTech makes really great custom fit window coverings that I would love to either invest in or be sponsored in the future. Next tip is to get rain guards for the windows. I actually have some coming in the mail today, and they will be installed in my car maintenance vlog. If it's already out, I'll link it in the cards here. And I know some cars come with rain guards pre-installed, but if they don't, you can always order them and install them later. And this just helps to make sure that, one, you don't get wet if you leave your windows open at night and it starts raining. And it also is a safety mechanism. If you crack your window a little bit and it's hidden by the rain protectors, then people are less likely to be able to see that the window is open. So that just gives me a little bit of peace of mind, and that's why I actually went ahead and invested in this. I shouldn't say invested, they're cheap ones from Amazon, but WeatherTech also makes really good rain guards as well. Next are two things that I do not have but might get in the future, who knows, and that is bug netting to go over the window. You put it around the whole door to block off the window so you can roll down the window and not get bugs inside. And then the other thing is a rechargeable fan. A lot of people use these, a lot of people swear by these, a lot of people swear that I need to have one of these, but like I said, I travel with the seasons, I do have sitting jobs, it's just another thing that I would need to charge, and it's not at the top of my priority list right now. So moving on to cold weather, how do I deal? Well, so far I have just been using my house blankets from my old apartment. I didn't go out and buy anything fancy, I just used what I already had. But if you've seen any of my short format morning routine videos, you'll know that I have a lot of blankets. And so something that I'm doing this year is I'm actually investing in a sleeping bag, but not for my car. I'm investing in that for a job that I'm doing, which I'm getting excited about. Stay tuned, subscribe down below if you haven't already, see what that job is. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to start with a really nice sleeping bag. I'm investing in one, and I'm excited to see how it helps with my car camping setup. And the last three things are, again, things that I personally don't use, but I've seen other people using and I think is a cool option. Number one is a battery pack operated electric blanket. So just like you can get those portable batteries for your phone, you use one of those and plug the electric blanket in, and the electric blanket can run on the rechargeable battery all night. A lot of truck drivers use these, but like I said, it's just another thing that you have to charge, so I don't have one. Also, if you do have a fancy electric generator that you can use to charge and power all of these electrical items, or if you have a vehicle that has good ventilation, you can use a heater, either a gas heater or an electric heater. In my teeny tiny Honda Accord, I would never. And then the last thing that I've thought of, and I know people do this on backpacking trips when they're out in the middle of the mountains and it's really cold, is using those little hand warmers, you know what I mean? Where you crack them and then they get really warm. I haven't personally done that, but I've thought about keeping some on hand while I'm working my job this fall. If you are also a vehicle dweller and have any other kinds of tips for dealing with the hot and cold weather, be sure to leave them down in the comments for everybody to see. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye!